Hey guys, come on downstairs to Mama's basement. We're playing MLB The Show 17. This is Minnesota Twins franchise. We're on episode number 70. Look at the AL Central standings. The Twins, we are 21-24, 7 games behind the Tigers, who are in first place by a half a game over the Kansas City Royals. The final 3 games of a 9-game homestand for us are here against the last place in the division, Chicago White Sox. So hopefully we can salvage a little bit of this homestand. We are 2-4 coming into this series in the first 6 games of this stand. Phil Hughes, 4.28 ERA, 4-4 on the season. He goes against Miguel Gonzalez in the opener against the White Sox. In the second inning, Russell Dillard at the plate. He is batting .353, second in the American League behind Eric Hosmer, and just ahead of Michael Brantley. Here's Dillard. On the delivery from Phil Hughes, and Dillard goes down swinging for out number 1. Deoner Navarro now. He's a Twins killer, I tell you. He kills us, just crushes us. And Deoner Navarro does it once again. Takes the low fastball and strokes it out to right field. A solo home run for Deoner Navarro, his 5th of the season. And the White Sox are on the board. Scott Van Slyke to the plate now. He's batting .385 with 4 home runs and 12 driven in. Here's the delivery from Hughes. Van Slyke drives it to deep right field. That ball has a chance, and it is going to go off the top of the wall. And Van Slyke is in with a double, nearly a home run if it would have caught that overhang. Here's Brett Laurie now, batting .245, 3 home runs and 10 driven in with a runner on second. Laurie pops it up in the middle of the field, and it is played there by the third baseman, Eduardo Nunez, who comes over to field it, calling off the pitcher wisely. Here is Alcides Escobar now. The White Sox picked him up from the Kansas City Royals in the offseason. He drives this one deep to right field. Danny Santana is going to play that one on the hop off the wall. He can't get to it. The center fielder, Kepler, does. And Escobar is in with a double. That's his 11th of the season with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Here's Adam Eaton. 2-0 White Sox with the lead. Here's a drive into center field. Kepler going back. He makes the catch. And in the middle of 2, it's White Sox 2, Twins nothing. We move to the 5th inning. Mike Zunino. Mikey Z to the plate. He's batting a .184, .208 on base percentage, with nobody out, nobody on a 2-2 count, and Mikey Z rips one into left field. Going back is Dillard, and he can just watch this one go off the facing of the second deck, and the Twins cut the lead in half. The solo home run, it's number 4 for Zunino. He continues to bat well, keeping us from sending him down to AAA. On to the 6th inning now. It's 2-1 White Sox. Jose Abreu at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of groundouts. Here's the delivery from Hughes, and this one is crushed. That is way back there into the third deck. The 100th career ding-dong for Jose Abreu. And man, that was a memorable one. That was way, way up there. He gets some congratulations from the teammates. 3-1 White Sox. Here's Deoner Navarro again. He rips this one down the third baseline. This one's rolling towards the corner. It is chased down by Emilio Bonifacio, who gets it out. But Deoner Navarro lumbers into second base with a slight headfirst sliding in double. Brings up Van Slyke. Van Slyke takes the high fastball up and in over the plate for strike 3. And the inning is over, but Jose Abreu has lengthened the White Sox lead out to 3-1. Zach Putnam in now for the White Sox, making his 23rd appearance. He's got a 6.93 ERA. Brian Dozier steps in. On a 1-2 count, here's the delivery from Putnam, and Dozier skies this one into center field. Going back is Austin Jackson at the track, and he makes the catch. Danny Santana, 1 for 2 in the game. He's batting .221 on the season with 6 runs driven in. Here's the delivery from Putnam. Danny Santana flies it out to left field. Going back is Dillard, and he makes the catch, heading towards the wall for out number 2. Kenny Vargas now. He is 1 for 1 on the day, batting .212. He has shown some power, has a physique like Big Papi. We'll call him Big Papi Jr. Kenny Vargas swings and misses. He's not hitting like Big Papi. Maybe the nickname's a little hasty on our part. Into the 6th inning, it's White Sox 3, Twins 1. We go to the 8th. Brandon Kinsler on now, the former Dixie State what are they called now? The Dixie State Trailblazers. They used to be the Dixie State Rebels until that name kind of went out of vogue. Ole Miss is still hanging on to it, though. Here is the drive into the left center field. That splits the gap. Runner heading to the plate, and he is going to score easily. The throw comes into third, and Deoner Navarro continues to kick our butts. It's 4-1. He drives in another one. Scott Van Slyke to the plate now for the White Sox. Brandon Kinsler with the slider gets him to swing and miss. Bringing up Brett Laurie. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Had a single back in the 7th with a runner on second and 2 outs. He lines it to third base where the play is made. And the White Sox go on to win it 4-1 in game number 46 of the season. They improved to 17-27. We fall to 21-25. Phil Hughes with the loss, giving up 3 runs and 8 hits in 6 innings. Miguel Gonzalez with the win. David Robertson picks up his 10th save for the White Sox. Deoner Navarro, 4 for 4, a home run, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. He is a Twins killer. Quick look at the White Sox roster going into this one. Adam Eaton out in right field. Austin Jackson, the center fielder. The DH is Jose Abreu. At third is the Todd father, Todd Frazier. At first base, Russell Dillard. The catcher is Deoner Navarro. Scott Van Slyke in left. Brett Laurie, the second baseman, and Alcides Escobar at short. On the bench for the White Sox, Tyler Saladino, backup infielder. Avisail Garcia in right. Alex Avila is the backup catcher, and Cameron Maben, a platoon center fielder. Here's the starting rotation. Jose Quintana, Matt Latos, who we will face next, Carson Fulmer, and Chris Sale and Miguel Gonzalez. Out in the bullpen, you've got Michael Inoa as the long reliever. The middle guys are Zach Putnam, Dan Jennings, and Jake Petrichka. Nate Jones, the setup guy, as well as Zach Duke, and one of the best in the game, closer David Robertson. On the DL for the White Sox, Carlos Rodon with a shoulder tear. He's missing 1 to 2 months. And Melky Cabrera with a fractured hand. He's out 1 to 2 months as well. We head into the middle game of this 3-game series at Target Field. It's the 47th. Kyle Gibson on the hill for the Twins. His record is 4-2, and he'll face Jose Quintana. Sorry, Matt Latos was in the 3rd game. Jose Quintana on the hill for the White Sox. He's 4-3 with a 4.17 ERA. Bottom of the 1st inning, Byron Buxton up, batting .286. 9 stolen bases leads the team in that category. And Buxton lines this one into the gap in right center field. That one is going to split it and get to the wall. Buxton is heading to second, and he should be in there standing. A double for Byron Buxton. He is hitting the ball well in the leadoff spot for the Twins. Eduardo Nunez now tries to bunt Buxton over to third. He gets a late jump, and the diving tag by Frazier is apparently missed. As Buxton goes sliding into third, made a late decision to go on the sacrifice bunt. Everybody's safe. Here's Joe Mauer, and he hits into the double play, but it will score the run from third. Joe Mauer will not get credit for an RBI on that one, but the Twins do take the lead 1-0 in the first. We go to the 4th now. Danny Santana at the plate. Santana slices one into right field. That one's fading into the gap. Runner coming around second, heading for third. Santana is heading into second, and he is in there with a double. So we got runners on second and third for the Twins, and Baby Poppy is at the plate. And Baby Poppy drives it up the middle for a base hit. 1 run comes in to score. Here comes Danny Santana around third, and he's going to score easily. A 2-run RBI for Baby Poppy, and the Twins go up 3-0. In the 5th inning, Alcides Escobar comes to the plate for the White Sox. Still facing Kyle Gibson, who has not given up a run yet. Escobar, with a runner on second, drives it through the hole on the left side. The throw comes in and is cut off. We got runners on the corners. Kyle Gibson in a bit of a bind here in the 5th. Nobody out. Adam Eaton at the plate with runners on the corners. He drives it to center field. Byron Buxton underneath it, setting up for the throw. Runner on his horse, tagging from third, and he'll score easily as the throw's cut off. Brett Laurie comes in to score. It's 3-1. White Sox trailing the Twins. Byron Buxton comes to the plate now in the bottom of the inning. Jose Quintana still pitching for the White Sox. And Buxton drives this one into the gap. Little top spin. It gets down, rolling towards the wall. Buxton heading around first to second. He will be in with a double. Second consecutive double in 2 consecutive at-bats for Byron Buxton. Eduardo Nunez now. Nunez comes in batting .258 with a pair of home runs and 8 RBIs, and Nunez goes opposite field into the gap, so the Twins pepper both gaps in consecutive at-bats. Buxton's going to come around to score, and Nunez into second with a stand-up double, a nice little 2-out rally for the Twins to get another run on the board. At the end of the 5th, it's 4-1 Minnesota. We go to the 6th. Brett Laurie at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a double. With 2 outs, runners on first and second. Kyle Gibson gets Brett Laurie to chase the slider down and away, gets the strikeout to end the inning, and the Twins still lead 4-1. We go to the 7th now. Fernando Abad making his 14th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 1.54 ERA. Mostly pitches to lefties, but our bullpen is pretty worn out, so he had the most energy, so we need to get some innings out of him. Here's the drive into left field. Diving play, not made. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Danny Santana's chasing it down. Alcides Escobar's around second, heading for third. And he's going to stand up with a triple. Not a good decision to dive for that one by Danny Santana. Adam Eaton now to face Fernando Abad with the runner on third and 2 outs. Or nobody out, on an 0-2 count. Nobody out. The drive to left field. Danny Santana has it. The run's going to score easily from third. Alcides Escobar in to score. Adam Eaton with the sac fly RBI. Brandon Kinsler on now for the Twins. He's got 23 appearances on the season now, and he'll face the Todd father, Todd Frazier, with a runner on second and 2 outs. The slider is chased by Todd Frazier. In the middle of 7, the Twins lead 4-2. Zach Petrichka, why can't I say that guy's name? Jake Petrichka on now for the White Sox, facing Mikey Z. Mikey Z into the gap in right center. The Twins are just crushing the gaps in this series so far. Oh, but Mikey Z's trying to stretch it into a double, and he can't. Mikey Z, oh man, not a good decision, buddy. Trying to turn that one into a double. He gets thrown out at second. Zach Duke now, making his 13th appearance. That ERA is nearing 10 for Zach Duke. Here is Danny Santana. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He lines it to the opposite field over Dillard, who's reaching for it and can't come up with it. Runner heading to third, and now he'll come back to second, and Maurer just gets back in time. 4-2 Twins with runners on first and second. Kenny Vargas at the plate. He slides it into right field as well. Joe Mauer's rounding third. He's heading to the plate. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. And Maurer slides in safely. And Baby Poppy with an RBI there. The Twins go on to win this one 5-2, improving to 22-25, get their 3rd win of this 9-game homestand with 1 more to go. The White Sox fall to 17-28. Quintana the loss. Kyle Gibson the win. Jake McGee gets the save. Danny Santana 2 for 4 with a double. Byron Buxton 3 for 4 with a pair of doubles and a run scored. For the White Sox, Alcides Escobar was 3 for 4 with a triple. After the game, we optioned Max Kepler to AAA Rochester. He's been struggling mightily at the dish. And Justin Miller, we recalled him from AAA Rochester to help out in the bullpen, which has been very much used and abused in the last 8 or 9 games and are very tired. So it'll be good to have another arm out there. Matt Latos facing Alex Meyer in the finale of this 3-game series. Latos not having a really great year. Here is Alex Meyer with Jose Abreu at the plate and a runner on first. I believe that's Adam Eaton over there on first. Abreu hits this one into center field. A horrible route taken by Byron Buxton as he thought he could cut it off. It gets past him to the wall. Adam Eaton's rounding third and heading to the plate. And Jose Abreu with an RBI double. Todd Frazier now. He's batting .238 on the season. With Jose Abreu still at second base, and Meyer throws the high cheese past him to end the top of the 3rd inning. The White Sox lead 1-0. We go to the 4th now. Eddie Rosario at the plate. He's got a .241 average with 8 home runs and 16 RBIs. Here's the 2-2 count. Lined into the gap again in right center field. Top spin on that baseball. And Rosario's heading to second, and he will be in with the double. Eddie Rosario slashes it into the gap. Here's Joe Mauer. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, an 0-1 count. Rosario at second. Here's the delivery. Mauer lines it to right field, and a diving play by Alcides Escobar flashing the leather. Luis Valbuena now. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Runners on the corners with 2 outs now in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Valbuena lines it back up the middle. That one's going to be cut off by Austin Jackson. 1 run comes in to score. The runner on first, rounds second, and he'll end up at third. Luis Valbuena with an RBI single. Brings up Baby Poppy now. Runners on the corners with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. And Baby Poppy puts one on the ground up the middle. Run comes in to score. Valbuena will slow up at second. We got runners on first and second. And another RBI single for the Twins, this one by Kenny Vargas. We go to the 5th inning now. Adam Eaton to the plate. He's batting .294 with 3 home runs. Twins leading 2-1 here. Ground ball up the right side. It gets past Joe Mauer. Into right field. Eaton's heading for second, and he'll make it. Adam Eaton with the double for the White Sox. 2 outs now in the 5th. A base hit slowly into the gap. It's cut off there by Buxton. Run's going to come in to score, and we're all tied up at 2. So the White Sox have a nice little 2-out rally going here against Alex Meyer. Here's Jose Abreu. He grounds another one up the middle. Another base hit with 2 outs here. That's 3 consecutive hits. And Paul Molitor is going to be forced to take Alex Meyer out of the game, bringing in Trevor May from the bullpen. He is the long reliever, but he was used recently and probably can't go a long ways in this one. Here's a drive into left field. That one's going to be down for extra bases, and it actually bounces off the limestone and into the crowd for a ground rule double. 1 run comes in to score. It's 3-2 Sox. With runners on second and third, Dillard lines one down the third baseline. That's going to score both runs. So a 2-run single for Dillard, and Deoner Navarro's at the plate now. It's 5-2 Sox. And Deoner Navarro pops this one up down the third base side. Luis Valbuena's underneath it. And finally, the inning ends. A huge 2-out rally puts 4 runs on the board for the White Sox, and they lead 5-4. Here is Eddie Rosario. Rosario drives this one deep to left field. There was a runner on first. Going back is Dillard. And looking up, that one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Eddie Rosario. That is his 9th. And the Twins cut this lead to 1 on the 2-run home run at the end of the 5th inning. It's 5-4 Chicago. Fast forward to the 9th inning. Closer David Robertson in for the White Sox, trying to get his 11th save of the season. He's got a 4.41 ERA. Kenny Vargas to the plate. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a runner on first and nobody out. Vargas grounds it to the right side. It gets past Dillard into right field, and the runner will move up to second. So we got runners on first and second. Eduardo Nunez comes in to run for Baby Poppy, and Danny Santana will come to the plate for the Twins. Santana squaring to bunt. He puts it down up the third baseline. A perfect sacrifice bunt. And Danny Santana is thrown out, but he gets the runners to second and third. The game-winning run potentially is at second base. Jorge Polanco will come in to run at third in the case of a sacrifice fly here for Luis Valbuena. John Ryan Murphy at the plate now. He puts it on the ground. It's booted at third by Laurie on to Dillard, and he is safe at first. The run comes in to score. We're all tied up at 5. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Emilio Bonifacio lines it right back at Robertson's head. He ducks, gets out of the way. Runner coming around third is going to slam on the brakes halfway between third and home and wisely go back to third. There's still only 1 out. Here's Byron Buxton on a 1-2 count with 1 out. Buxton freezes on the knuckle curve, and he goes down looking, and that takes away the option for the Twins to score the game-winning run on an out. With 2 outs, Eddie Rosario at the plate. He drives this one deep to right field. That one is high. It is back. And it is going to be caught at the wall. Adam Eaton makes the catch right at the wall. And we're heading to extra innings here in the 12th. Kevin Segrist on for the Twins. The bullpen is like hanging by a thread at this point. Segrist drives it, gives up the line drive to right off the wall. And it is Austin Jackson with the double. Or no, he was held to a single on that one, excuse me. Austin Jackson with the single. Jose Abreu is going to lay down a bunt to move the go-ahead run to second. Mauer thought about going to second, ends up just going to first for the out. It'll bring up Dillard. Russell Dillard lines it up the middle. Oh my goodness, and Byron Buxton was playing so deep on that one. He should have been in. A very big mistake for the Twins. And the game-winning run comes across to score. The White Sox win at 6-5. They go to 18-28, the Twins to 22-26. Rosario 2 for 6 with a home run. The losing pitcher in this one in extra innings was Kevin Segrist. The winner was Jake Petrichka. Good laws, I can't say his name. I'm just going to call him Jake from now on. The save for Zach Duke Austin Jackson went 3 for 6 with an RBI for the White Sox. So the Twins, as we conclude this episode, we're 22-26, 8.5 games back of the Kansas City Royals, who have just appears that they just swept the Tigers or something, because coming into this episode they were tied. The Tigers is who we'll face next in a 4-game weekend series at Comerica Park, so join us for that one. That'll be Twins Franchise episode 71 right here in Mama's Basement.